Breaking news this hour, we have a blockbuster trade in the NBA. Damian Lillard going to the Milwaukee Bucks. You can see all the details there.
Blockbuster deal that lands the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo, all-NBA guard Damian Lillard. It's a three-team trade that brings Lillard to the Bucks. This is a window now where he can not just win a championship, he has a chance to win multiple championships with this group.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Will Fonseca with another NBA hot take. I'm going to leave my hot take for the end of this episode, to make sure you watch the whole thing. It was a huge week for the NBA. That was Adrian Wojnarowski dropping a Woj bomb. They call it the Woj bomb. Somehow, this guy always knows what's going to happen in the NBA, what the big trades are, and this was a humongous trade that's going to shake up the power dynamic of the NBA. This is going to shake the landscape of the NBA, because going into this season, people assumed the Celtics were the favorite in the East because Boston signed Porzingis, which makes it kind of like a big three. Porzingis has gotten better over the years. A lot of people are not talking about that. But this, adding Damian Lillard to the Bucks, I mean, some people are saying that makes him the favorite. A lot of people assumed he was going to go to the Miami Heat because that was his preferred destination, but that didn't happen. It seems like Miami was not willing to give up all the pieces needed to get Damian Lillard, which I think is a huge mistake. And I'm surprised that they didn't do everything that was possible to get Damian Lillard. This is Jimmy Butler here saying what he thinks about what happened.
Yo, NBA, man. Y'all need to look into the Bucks for tampering. Y'all do. I'm just going to put that out there. Y'all didn't hear it from me, but I heard it through somebody. Y'all look at him for tampering.
He said he heard it from somebody else. He said that the Bucks should be looked into for tampering. He is clearly upset. He clearly wanted to see Damian Lillard on the Heat with him and Bad Adebayo. That right there would have been a big three. And Tyler Hero at the shooting guard as well. That would have been a good squad, actually. That, I think, would have made him also the favorites to win the next championship. But now Damian Lillard is going into a great situation with the Bucks. But now let's hear what Adrian Wojnarowski had to say about the Heat just not stepping it up in order to get Damian Lillard. Let's check this out.
That Portland and Miami never seriously engaged and got any real traction in talks. Portland did not love what Miami had to offer them, and now they land in DeAndre Ayton, a young center who fits the timeline with this very athletic Portland group they're putting together.
So there you go. Portland is also getting a great deal. And like I said, the Heat were just not willing to give up enough to get Lillard. I feel like Portland got a great deal with DeAndre Ayton to team up with Scoot Henderson. That's a bright future. DeAndre Ayton is a young center, very good center, but he had problems with the head coach in Phoenix, and that seems like it was going in the wrong direction. So I think it was the right move for Phoenix to trade him, and I feel like so Portland also got a good deal in return. They got a solid center. I think DeAndre Ayton is possibly one of the better centers in the NBA. So now let's check out what Charles Barkley had to say about this trade.
I'm shocked that he went to Milwaukee. So obviously Milwaukee should be the betting favorites now. But I think it's fair to say that the Milwaukee Bucks are the favorite going into the season to win the NBA championship.
So that was Charles Barkley saying that the Bucks should be the favorite going into the season. But I would push back on that because I feel like you can't just put a team together and automatically assume that they're going to win a championship. It takes time for a team to gel, and I don't really think it can happen in the first season just like that, because other teams already have chemistry that they've built over the years and that they've gotten better. You know, Denver has built this chemistry over the years with the Joker and Jamal Murray. They have that 1-2 combo going on that I feel is going to carry into next year. They're going to be hungry to defend that championship. The Lakers have gotten better. You know, Anthony Davis and LeBron have that chemistry that they've built over the years. So to expect Damian Lillard to just come into the Bucks and win a championship, to me, that's a bit of a stretch. But now let's hear what Chuck had to say about what Lillard can bring to the table to the Bucks.
Number one, Damian's always had to do everything by himself. So it's going to be nice for him to play with somebody. Number one, let's don't leave out Chris Middleton. So I think it's going to be beneficial to both guys. You know, Giannis, I think the one thing he's going to have to learn to do, and I've always thought it was the one weakness of his game, he's got to learn to play without the basketball. It's going to make the game easier for him.
That's a very interesting point. Chuck right there made some very valid points, a couple of them. Number one, Giannis is going to have to move without the ball a little better. He's used to almost playing like a point forward in a way, sometimes like the way LeBron does, where Giannis brings up the ball. He's got to get comfortable with allowing Lillard to be the point guard. Let the point guard be the point guard and allow your game to expand where you don't have to worry about that anymore, because now you got a top tier point guard in Damian Lillard running your team. And I think that's amazing. I think this is going to be exciting to watch if you're a Bucks fan. I mean, Damian Lillard last year was averaging 32.2 points a game. That's insane. At 33 years old, I feel like Damian Lillard is reaching his prime. He's like right there reaching his prime. You know, he didn't make the playoffs the last couple of years because I feel like, you know, of course he didn't have the help that he needed in Portland. And I feel like he was almost losing motivation. Let's check out what Stephen A. Smith had to say about this trade.
I got to tell you something right now. There's no doubt that it appears to be a perfect fit for Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. It appears to be exactly what he needed. Drew Holiday after the next year. I mean, he's approaching the last year of his deal, essentially. Chris Middleton still question marks about his health when you consider the size that they have, the defensive prowess that they have. What you were lacking was a closer and a sniper, the likes of Damian Lillard, and you certainly have that right now. You're talking about two of the top 6 scorers in the game that's on the same squad right now.
I like what Stephen A. Smith said here, that now you have this closer. Because Chris Middleton, great player. Chuck mentioned him as well. You know, he's an all-star player, but he's not like that alpha male closer. He's not like that guy that's going to bring it home. Giannis struggles from shooting from the field, especially in the fourth quarter. He's not the best shooter, you know. But so now you have this guy that can really bring it home. I mean, that's what Dame Lillard is known for doing. Dame time, taking the big shot. You know, remember that shot against Paul George from 3 to win? I think they were playing OKC. Yeah, that's when Paul George, I think, was in OKC. Huge shot almost from the logo. That is what Dame is known to do. And now that he's with the Bucks and he has like a legit shot of winning something, I think that's going to motivate him even more. Let's check out what Big Perk had to say about this.
But let's be real. Dame hasn't been playing for nothing over the last 4 or 5 years. Now all of a sudden you get him next to Giannis Antetokounmpo, I'm going to see Damian Lillard fighting to get up over screens. I'm going to see Damian Lillard sinking while Big go to help, while he's sinking on the other big legs to box him out and things to that nature. You're going to see him start to do those little intangibles because he know that this window and this opportunity of him winning the championship is right now.
I totally agree with Big Perk here, because I feel like Dame Lillard is going to be motivated to not just do it on the offensive end, but also on the defensive end. He's going to do whatever it takes to seize this opportunity to win a championship, not just now, but multiple years, because like I said, I think he's in his prime. Giannis is in his prime. Chris Middleton, great player. And then you have Brook Lopez as a good defensive center. This is a solid team that I think can go far. Now, my hot take for this episode, like I said earlier on, I don't think they're going to win a championship this year. It's too soon. They need to build chemistry. I do think they're going to get to the NBA Finals, and they're either going to face the Denver Nuggets or the LA Lakers, or maybe even Golden State. I'm a little shaky on Golden State right now. I'm not sure if they could pull it off again. They have a good team, but I feel the Lakers have made some solid moves. They've added some solid pieces, and I will not take for granted the Denver Nuggets. They still have a solid team, even though they lost some good role players. I will not underestimate the champions of this year, the Denver Nuggets. I feel like they have a solid team, and they could pull it off again. But I do believe Milwaukee Bucks are the best team in the East right now. better than the Boston Celtics. So guys, let me know. Press that subscribe, the notification bell, that like, that dislike. I don't care as long as you're interacting with the channel. So guys, leave me a comment. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think my hot take is a little crazy, saying that I don't think they're going to win this year, but I do think they have a shot next year? So let me know. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace.